Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc Simmons17. We got the dynamic duo tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. And of course, look up Your Mama's Favorites at Country Air Official, at Country Air Brand, all over the social medias. And if he ain't here right now, he's out there being worldwide, but locally respected for the Ref brand and for his celebrating pro wrestling. Hashtag Take It Home podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Mr. Dan Dan Perch at Perch XLV. How was the food hunt this weekend, brother?
Not bad. We had some for Sunday night dinner. We had, you gotta say it like dinner, like the Jersey guys. So. But for Sunday night dinner,
Crab
we
dinner.
had barbecue meatballs on the plate. It's a little just chill night. Watched a little bit of that AEW, which we'll talk about later. But today, made some just beef, some biscuits and beef and potatoes. Uh, what did we have? Oh, we slept all day yesterday, so we did not eat. I got off work and slept all the way, and I woke up and I was like, "Oh, it's 7 in the morning, Jack. You gotta get to school."
Yeah.
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 Saturday after OFE, the gravel pit bought pizzas for the talent.
Oh, that's good.
It was like all like meat lovers, and everyone was like letting. There was just the pizzas were just sitting on the tables. You know what I mean? And everyone's like just standing around, and like, I walked up. I'm like, "Yo, are we not allowed to eat these?" So I was definitely the guy that led the charge for that.
Nice. Hey, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was me and Avalon. We both went up, but yeah,
Good, good, good.
everyone followed suit.
We just got done eating some Culver's, which definitely hit the spot. I know we had I can't remember the name of the Italian place. Benvenuto's over the weekend. Some chicken tetrazziki. It's like a chicken Alfredo bake with like breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, like crust on top of it. Really good. Um, oh yeah. The lady went to our restaurant, Country Air, out there in Illinois, and brought back some apple pie.
Yeah, that's Mama's home style apple pie.
Oh,
I
that
apologize. They didn't get you the discount.
but no, yeah, I had some of that. That was pretty tasty. It was an interesting taste, I should say. At least it was interesting. It was like I don't think I'd had a pie like that before, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But yeah, nothing too insane. But I'm hoping, maybe you can give me something insane for the banger of the week.
Um, yeah, I just found a song today. What was the song I found that like today? Like songs. Fight Back by Conata, Conata Small. Continana, Canana. I don't know how to say words.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I mean, got that. I just I found it and then I got away from it because I'm dumb. All right.
It's the best song out of Discovery songs I've heard today.
I do enjoy my Spotify day list giving me some it's giving me some old classics actually lately. Um and then yeah, it's actually right now ones, but no, yeah, I love the Spotify day list, except for when he gives me the song that the children love. I'm not there yet, but no, the day list has been a good one. But why don't we talk about, I guess, first off, what we watched this weekend? I mean, you kind of teased it. What did you think about that AEW pay-per-view?
Long.
Yeah, it was long. I didn't finish it because it was like I
I
feel like
did.
those are their pay-per-views are on Saturdays.
Yeah, if they're on Saturdays. Like I complain about WWE doing 4 matches, but like, there's got to be a happy medium.
Yeah,
There's a lot of matches, and like, if
and
you're
this
gonna do a
was the
lot of
first
match,
time in a while I hadn't watched the pre-show. I hadn't watched the Zero Hour. So
I feel like we turned on 0 hour, but we really didn't watch it. We were all hanging out, but like Luke left at 8:30, so he didn't stay for the whole show. Uh, I was like just watching, but was ready. Like thought about a couple times going to bed, but I was like, oh, this one might be interesting. Like they were good about like at least being like, all right, this one might be interesting.
yeah, yeah.
And
They
then like it was just long.
Yep, it
Triple
was a
threat was
long
good,
one.
but long.
It was long. I think maybe too many tournament matches. I think you could have probably cut out the tournament matches, unfortunately.
Yeah, like not to sound bad, it just kind of it feels weird to have an opening round tournament match on a pay-per-view. It just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Like they were good matches, don't get me wrong, they're fun, but it just doesn't make sense to have the opening round tournaments on a pay-per-view, but then they're gonna have the semifinals on like Dynamite, then the
Yeah.
finals like on Collision, you know what I mean? Or I don't know how that works out. It just seems weird. I mean, I think the finals are at like double or nothing, and then like winner goes to all in or something. But this feels like they didn't need to be like those four matches could have been cut off the show, and that probably would have been a good balance. And like kept the matches as long as they had them, and like probably still would have like maybe, but I could stay. Like it was hard to stay awake.
Yeah, it was a rough one. Yeah, yeah, it was long. Like the other thing, it's not like the tournament matches were bad. I enjoyed Julia and Mercedes. I enjoyed was that
Fletcher and Briscoe.
yes, Fletcher and Briscoe. That was the exact one I was thinking of. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
they had a
enjoyed the
really good
matches.
one. No, like Fletcher and Briscoe was really good. I mean, Knight and Osprey was really good. Like, yeah, Mercedes and Hart, they were really good. They had some cool stuff. I forgot, did they have another opening round for a female? Or was that the only one?
Let's see.
I know they did two and two.
I feel like they did two and two. But yeah, I am uh missing one. Mm,
I mean, as you're looking for it, like, Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia was really good.
oh, I'm looking at the wrong pay-per-view. That's the problem. Yeah, Adam Cole Garcia was good. I enjoyed that. I always I like Garcia being angry and nasty. He was doing some work picking apart that leg.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like it was really
Oh no, they
good.
did only
Actually,
have it was only one women's
that's
tournament.
odd. I mean, I guess that's all. Not to sound bad, it's good, but it just kind of makes it seem like I don't know. I just
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
it. Like,
I like once again, I think I just would have rather not have any of the tournament matches and um maybe
you could,
move
like, if you
that
wanted to
six
do it,
man that was on the 0 hour onto the show.
I don't even know with that. I feel like you just cut it out because like the show's long, bro.
Yeah, the show was long.
Like I'm not trying to sound like bad, but it's just a very long show.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was good. Like
I
it
think
was a
it
good
ended at
show. It was just
11.
a long show.
Yeah, but it started at like what 6:30 and ended at like almost like close to midnight.
Right, yeah. Six
Like
hours. But
that's a
yep. Hey,
lot.
we gave WWE shit when they did those six plus hour shows.
Yeah,
And like now it's like, yeah, you're
like
giving
I said, there's gotta be a little bit of a happy medium.
yeah. But then don't worry, we'll probably talk about we'll get to my problems with WWE weekly television here in shortly, but
But I mean, we could talk about. I missed Raw clearly because I
and that's all right
fell
because I didn't
asleep.
watch a lot of Raw because I can't watch it. I didn't watch a lot of it because I can't stand the structure. of WWE shows right now. Just like the
What do you mean?
of the entrance, commercial,
Yep.
backstage, entrance, commercial. This was the War Raiders. This was the War Raiders tag title match. It was entrance, commercial, backstage thing, commercial, entrance, commercial, match, commercial at the cutoff. Like
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. And it was so hard for me to stay like focused and watch Raw on Monday.
Bro. Yes. I was telling Val about it. I'm like, yo, it's just very annoying. I'm like, they have the entrance, they get in the ring, do the final pose, commercial. Then like they come back and they're somewhere in the backstage. There might be a promo out. They might not even be just the backstage. There might be a couple backstage
Okay,
things.
yeah, they can do a couple. It's like,
And then like homie comes out. Then we go to a commercial.
yeah,
Then if we're lucky we come back to the match, but most likely we're coming back to another backstage
backstage
segment.
segment. Yeah,
Then somehow after all that, even though both guys have been in the ring all that, like it's been like 5 minutes.
it's been
Now the
longer
guy's
than
making
five
their
minutes.
entrance.
That was the thing. Like I legitimately thought I missed the tag title match at one point because
Yeah.
of how often they went to commercials. I thought I just missed it. I thought I blanked out and missed it because it had taken so long.
No, I've noticed that too. It gets very hard to watch. I do agree. Like they did the right now I'm watching NXT and they had Javon, Trick Williams, and Oba come out and as they're coming out commercial.
Uh, yeah,
But
it's
they came back to the ring in the match at least.
yeah, yeah, but it's like AEW pay-per-views are probably too long, and weekly WWE television is impossible to watch. Not because of what's actually going on during the show, it's just that it is just structured so terribly. The commercials and like cuts to the backstage are just structured so awful. Like maybe I'm too old. Maybe this is what they found works for kids in this TikTok era, shorter attention span. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
they're going for. But yeah, it is so hard for me to watch. And
Yo, Javon Evans, bro, just did the most dopest trip I've ever just seen in wrestling. He was on his back, slid, tripped, like as he tripped, like came up on a handstand backflip and got back on his feet. But the homie got tripped and like as he handstand up and then fucking double stomped to the gut, bro.
I'm sure.
But wasn't that dude about the guy who's a part of the Shield type crew, the dude in like the overalls? Weren't those two from like the same promotion? Like deep, didn't they both come from Deadlock Pro? Like both like worked each other a lot there.
Possibly. I mean, yeah, I know Jivion is from Deadlock Pro.
I think a homie is too. I don't know his name.
No, I mean, very possible.
I think he is, but like because they just had like a moment in the ring. Sorry to cut you off. It was just like that trip was dope, but then like you can tell those two were like those guys were showing off when they used those two together. Now
Okay.
it's a commercial at the cutoff. Like you just,
Yeah,
there's like a standoff right now.
it is so rough. It's so rough. It's I I don't know who that's got to be their logic because I can't imagine that you think that like people could pay attention to this.
Yeah, like I miss the good old days when you had an entrance, another entrance, the bell rang. Maybe the commercial during the cutoff. We come back to the match. We have the finish.
Yeah,
Then maybe you might get a backstage segment.
it is. It is rough. It is rough. So yeah, like
Makes you like
the
not to try
actual
to.
wrestling and stories on both of these promotions are good, but just how they
Yeah.
structure things just makes it very hard
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's what it's first. Everything's dope and good. It's just like one's too long and one's just like way too like, dude, it's way too formulated where it's like too predictable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
Like oh, the heel's coming out right now. All right, I have about 20 minutes before the match starts to do something.
Yeah.
Like, is it?
Like, and you don't want to feel like that. You shouldn't want your audience to feel like that.
No, me and Valve talked about that before. I'm like we like it's definitely noticeable. Like I said right now, while I'm watching NXT. You like literally say commercial. The only thing they didn't do is a promo, but like there's the we're at the cutoff. It's on a commercial.
Yeah. Like for the Lucha Underground fans, you know, they did their commercials so good. Like, and I understand that a lot of that has to do with like, yeah, the executive producer is also the owner of the station, so you can do that. But it is like we didn't know what we had then, and yeah, just
Not to
now.
sound bad, but can't you do that when you're with Netflix?
That's what you would think you could do that. You would think that you would have the power to do this. It's the structure, especially now since they don't have like a set runtime. The only time Lucha Underground had commercials during a match is if the match was going to go like 20 plus.
Yeah.
And even then, that was rare. If the match was going to go like 20 plus, or if it was going to go like 25, they might put a very long commercial break either before or after the match. So like it was very rare that you got commercials during it. Like Aztec Warfare, a match that lasts the whole show, yeah, you're gonna have commercials in it. All night long, a match that lasts the whole show, they're Iron Man, yeah, you're gonna have commercial in it. But yeah, very rarely, even if they went like 20, 20, 25, there's a good chance they would just put a very long commercial break either before or after it.
Yeah, like we're just gonna time it out. We'll give it more time at the end.
Yeah, it's rough. And then yeah, like then yeah, when they would do Ultima Lucha, I think the longest one was 2 hours. Like one of the nights they would do multiple nights over the course of weeks, and the longest night was 2 hours.
Yeah, I just like I want it to get switched up.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
when I finally run my promotion, yeah, we might be talking about yeah 2 hour show times, 6 matches, 2 hour show times. 'Cause,
2 hour show. Yeah, we're gonna have very minimum commercials at our indie shows.
yeah,
So we put on the flyers with fear with less commercials.
yeah, with less commercial, yeah, less. That's funny. I do like that Zawa does commercials though, but we'll have less in them at
No,
least.
but we should have then when it says with less commercials, we should have like at least two or three
Very
commercials on the show.
commercial.
And people be like, they don't have commercials. The rest will be like, well, we said less. We didn't say
Yeah, we didn't say
none.
that we didn't do them. Yeah, we just said less.
Just
Um,
have commercials for our merch the whole way through the
I
show.
was say, was it Mondalucci does commercials too? Yeah, they do commercials. There's a few that Zawa and Mondo are the only two I can think of that like do commercials. But not. Did I watch anything else interesting? No, that was really all. Oh, the Phoenix debut, against Nathan Frazier, that was good.
It's all
Um,
the ending of it.
it has been interesting to see the discourse, of course, because there were that section of the internet wrestling community that just called Phoenix a flippy boy, and now they love him, and he's on WWE. So that's
Well, they called it out. It's just fucking people hating on AEW.
yeah.
They're just haters.
Yeah, just haters. So that was fun. And
I
then
mean, also, I do, not to sound bad, I do think there is different structures. Like,
that's what I was going to get to. There is like you can. I've watched Penta since Lucha Underground. The Penta match structure in Lucha Underground to the Indies to AEW. There's a very clear like through line for how he's evolved as a wrestler. Penta in WWE is completely different. And I only caught like this. I didn't watch the whole match, but the second half of Phoenix's match. Yes, very different structurally.
it's, like good still, but.
Yeah, it's
different.
still good, but you can definitely
Yeah.
like if once you've we're big fans. We love the Lucha Bros tag team. Like you can definitely tell a difference.
Well, not to sound bad, but like I don't know. I don't want like it's just like there's like yeah, you just tell like you can tell like WWE like they really think about the big placements. But like WWE's not big on the big surprises at the beginning too. Like they're more like saving it till the end type structure. Where AEW they might pop off a big move at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. It's yeah. You're only going to see like actually Monday. Like I was surprised they let Dom give Penta the Destroyer. Like you see
Yeah.
how they always make sure that he makes a big deal about the Destroyer.
So when we do destroyers, what are they, Canadian or Mexican? Because I want to do the running one.
uh, we're gonna have to come up with a name for it. Oh,
Country destroyer.
Springfield Destroyer,
Oh
Shelbyville
yeah,
Destroyer.
no, fuck Shelbyville. Don't you like, whoa, whoa. Get that trash out. Bro, you want to hear something though? I got a package in the mail and like I had to sign for it. And Val's like, what are you signing for? I'm like, oh, they're my Simpson figures. But I was like, damn, it's official. You gotta be signing for your Simpson toys now.
Oh wow, are they? I'm guessing they must be like that high value of an item that's
No, they're like
getting
$5 a piece.
stolen.
They're $5 each. I
But I
mean,
mean, do you? I mean, what are resellers doing with them?
well, I don't know. I'd
'Cause, I
probably
mean,
sell them for like 20 to 30 bucks, I
that's
guess.
what it comes down to. Because that's the issue with Pokemon cards. Yeah, like Pokemon cards aren't expensive, but resellers and things like that make them expensive and
Yeah,
call it a high value
I
item.
got, I got them all. Like, I got all of them that came out except like Blue Shirt Bart, but I really didn't want them, so I got all the ones I want. I even got they got made Carl, so I got Lenny and Carl.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
The ones that really matter. Um, why don't we talk about what you did this weekend, brother? It wasn't much for me this weekend. Watched the animals, went to the gym, got my hair did.
I just stepped on dog piss. That's what I just did right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate.
Mel, your dog peed funny. The bunny in the up front of our TV. Yeah, that's right, podcast listeners. You're listening to Beto about to get yelled at for peeing on the bunny. Now my foot's all wet. Yeah, don't yell at him. Don't talk to him a baby. No, I'm just teasing. All right. Anyway, this weekend, my foot's all dry. I was at OFE running amok pretty much on the show all night. You know, but I started off the show one on one with the diamond in the rough, Rafael Quintero. And I thought everything was going good until, you know, we had a scare and I almost killed him. Blah blah blah.
It's one way to describe it.
Yeah, I had an accident, almost died. No big deal.
Yeah.
And then after me being concerned, checking the back of his head with my elbow, you know, I went to go run over there and check on him one more time, and he tries to take the advantage, pick me up and slam me on my head and jump off the top rope, faking an injury.
Mm.
I was caught off guard.
That's dirty move, Rafael Quintero. Who taught you how to do that?
That's dirty pool. We don't play that.
Okay.
But
I just saw this JVR trip to double stop.
yeah, it was dope, right?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, me and Raphael, I thought we had a good match, a little rough at the beginning, but yeah, definitely a little rough at the beginning, but nothing like too bad. But whooped his ass a lot, hurt his back. Uh, did some cool shit. You see that tilt-a-whirl?
No, yes, I did see the tilt-a-whirl.
Yeah. Good old Billy Gunn, New Age Outlaw style. He's
It's
back.
like, yep, there you go. Like, and evolving your game to somebody who works on the back instead of just the arm. I see you.
Bro, I feel like, I don't know. I learned it from like, I don't know, it's like we saw it from like I'll give credit, like GPA when we were like young. I remember him always like when he worked the body part, like he was like not like the typical guy. He was like doing cool shit to that body part.
Yeah,
So I was like, all right, no, I'm doing this Indian lock. How am I gonna fuck your back up in cool different ways? I can't just keep doing the same stuff.
yeah.
So coming to, but I'm not a back breaking artist. I'm not saying I'm doing that.
No, yeah,
Just
you're not that. You're not a back-breaking artist. I feel like SK has a back-break epithet as well. I just can't remember
SK. SK is just lucky he's a bitch. I don't know.
it.
He's just lucky you're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Or you find out who can bring these back. He would try it on you, and I try it on Campbell, and we'll find out who wins.
Mm. But but no, yeah,
No,
it
but
was
then
good. I saw some highlights. I haven't watched the whole match just yet.
yeah, no, it was a good match. And then later on, I was out. I helped Axel retain the heavyweight title against Cal Hero and superhero guy, not Hurricane. I don't know.
Yeah, I liked his gear. I liked his gear.
I liked him better in the other dimensions. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
But then Backwoods versus Avalon, number one contenders match, main event. Joey Avalon, big Backwoods, and you know what? I was not having it. Unfortunately, I got thrown out of the ring by Avalon, but at least I went in there. I put my pants on. I went there. I hit him in the back of the head. Everyone else out here bitching. I tried to interfere. Didn't work
Yeah.
out so well, but I
But
tried.
you tried. Like not all
Well,
talk.
man, yeah. Some people talk about it. I'm out here trying to live it. But it didn't work out. But then Axel interfered, and it did work out because the match got thrown out. And then we attacked them. And then Cal Hero and the superhero chased us off with chairs. And I was like, if you're a superhero, why? I yelled at him, like, if you're a superhero, why do you need a chair?
Yeah, why are you using weapons?
What's with the chair, dog?
That's not a good message to send to the kids.
I'm just saying, Hurricane never used a chair.
I don't think he did. Pretty sure he didn't.
Batman never used a chair. I mean, Superman never used a chair.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
Superman
Batman.
never used a chair.
Yeah. I feel like Batman might have used a
Yeah,
chair.
it's what I was like, he's at least tied somebody to a chair.
I'm pretty sure he's hit someone over the head with a chair, bro. Like, where is he?
I'm not wearing hockey pads. It's always like my favorite.
It's always, what makes you different? I'm not wearing hockey.
That's always that's to me is the best line.
I had one of my old coworkers. She was like she used to be like our senior account manager, Sarah. Her and her husband and his kids and all that came to the show because she lives in Kiel, I guess.
Mhm.
So she came to the show and she's like, I didn't realize how hard you guys hit each other. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
And
people
it's
don't
like,
realize that.
have you wrestled him before? I'm like, not like 2 years ago. She's like, seriously? Should you just chin up? She's like, I thought he was your friend. I'm like, cool, just going to hit him.
Like business is business. We get paid for this.
Yeah.
And you
I
know,
hit.
you treat your friends the roughest.
Oh, by the way, Silky Smooth, A plus car rider, 100% allowed in my car any day for a ride.
Oh, y'all rode up there together?
Yeah, he hit me up on Thursday. By the way, guys, I say it all the time. You see my calendar. You want to ride together? Message me, but I shouldn't message you to ride with me.
Yeah.
Preferably, if you're gonna message me, I would like you to drive. But anyway, Silky Smooth hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, like, can I ride with you Saturday? I got gas money." I was like, "Yeah, no problem." Yeah, solid car ride. Like, talk. He was like talking, like smart, just wanted to just chill. He knew how to be a passenger.
Good. Good. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm happy you found somebody to ride with. I know it's not your favorite to ride alone.
yeah. I mean, it was a nice hour ride, so couldn't complain. But yeah, still like it was fun to ride with.
All right. Why don't we move on to our topic for this week, which is um so the I'm assuming this will be the final entrant into the Hall of Fame for this year was announced, and that is going to be the WrestleMania 13 match between Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin with um Kid Shamrock. That's it, as a special guest referee. So gotta ask, if you could induct a match, what match would you induct into the Hall of Fame? I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna take it easy. It might be early to call, but I'm gonna actually go Cody versus Roman from last year's
Way
WrestleMania.
too early.
It's early, but
I know. I think a lot of people put that one up. I know it's a good one. A lot of people said best WrestleMania finish ever. I get it.
I highly doubt it's the best WrestleMania. I'm not putting it in there for that reason, but it's mostly because of a
The
video I
finish of the thing.
watched. There's this guy, this video essayist, I guess I'll call him, on YouTube called Super Eye Patch Wolf. He kind of got his start making anime essays and called like why you should watch such and such. Um, just saying, why you should watch this show, why the show is like important to watch. Um,
Yeah.
he has recently done a series called The Unreality of Wrestling.
Sure.
It is and this is the first one was about The Undertaker, and just basically like, yeah, what it means, what Undertaker means to the fans.
Yeah.
And the one he did last year, I believe it was last year, was The Unreality of Wrestling of Roman Reigns, talking about Roman Reigns' journey to becoming the tribal chief and how so much in the real life reaction of the fans contributed to this character of the tribal chief. And this year was basically finish the story. And when you just think about all the things that had to come together for the past 40 to 50 years to make this WrestleMania match as big as it was. It's not about the match itself, it's about the history. It's about Dustin Rhodes, it's about the Anoa'i family, all those things coming together. And kind of like the parallel journey that Roman and Cody took to get here. Because, when Cody left and, he had his indie run and he was beloved, Roman was hated. Roman was, Roman was pushed to the point that the fans did not like him. And then we get to AEW. We like Cody for a while, but then, the cracks start to form, the bad blood between him and the fans start to happen. And we kind of turn on Cody and he refuses to turn heel and we don't, we're not going with that. But while that's happening at the same time, Roman has finally turned heel and the fans are embracing him. So
That's true.
it is a very interesting, it's like, yeah, it's like a 3 hour video. It's like 2.5, 3 hours talking about this. But yeah, when you just think about all the things that had to happen, the journey that these two men went through to get to. I think it was an awesome finish. I don't think it's the best finish in Mania history. I'm sure I can, if I looked at the main event, I'm like, oh yeah, WrestleMania 14 immediately. I think I would say Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Mike Tyson is probably a better finish, concise. I put that up there. Um, but yeah, I think when you think about everything that had to go through the long history of wrestling to get to that Mania Mania main event, um, I kind of think it deserves to be in there.
That's true.
Yes, but like it has very little to do actually with the match, but it's like the longest story that's been told in wrestling.
Oh,
Between
so yeah, because like how long? Like there hasn't been in the modern day someone like having the belt as long as Roman did, and
Roman
like he
has,
had.
yeah, he's the third or fourth longest reign of all time. And like the ones before him are before a time because I think Hogan's run is like even before might be before WWF went national with TV and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the modern day, like for Roman to do it in this day and age is more impressive to me than any of those guys that are ahead of him. Oh,
I would say for me, it might be the Shawn Michaels retirement match.
okay.
You know, two guys who define Mania, two guys who like are both known for WrestleMania. I would say, yeah, Shawn Michaels was Mr. WrestleMania.
Mhm.
So I would say yes, like the and that match was so good. Taker, Michaels too.
Okay.
Um, Let me ask Val Hurst actually. Let me see what she would say. She's a big. I bet she's gonna be like a macho Liz.
I mean, the mega
Hall of
powers
Fame
explode.
matches.
I
If we
mean,
were to put
I think
if we were to put any match in the Hall of Fame from WWE, like what match would you put?
The whole thing, or the whole thing, and Macho Man for me.
Ultraman, yeah.
I Mega Powers
Powers
Unleashed.
explode. I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, yeah, she would pick that one, and I don't think I can argue against it.
Yeah, no, that'd be a good one.
Like, 'cause, when I did do my WrestleMania rewatch, yeah, my hate for Hogan aside, just the crowd, you can tell how much that meant to them. It was
Oh
very,
yeah.
it was very palpable.
Val still has it like over her like where she works, like where like Liz fell off and got her head get stretched out. Hogan's walking out with her.
Mhm,
Val Lake's dad took a picture of that because I was at like the Panther Arena, and
mhm.
she has that picture still in front of her, like over her desk today.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It was like I figured she was gonna pick that one, and I was like, yeah, that's a worthy one. Yeah, that's fair. And so
Yeah, I knew it was like I mean,
that
her
might be one of that's definitely a top love story that they've ever told.
well like like she Val like that was probably his true love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like easy to do.
yeah. So that one was yeah. That is a fair pick. And hey, you know what? Tom commented on our talk about the Hall of Fame actually a couple of weeks ago. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, but I only uploaded a video recently. But this one got me. Fun memory of Earthquake specifically when he crushed Jake the Snake's Damien and my mom and I getting into a big argument over wrestling being real. That is the moment I realized wrestling was not what I thought. Santa I figured out when I was 5, wrestling 14. Also, when Luger came to WF was the first person I remember coming to a new promotion from another. And I knew who they were before they got there.
Do you have any honorable mentions for your Hall of Fame?
Um,
Oh, by the way, I like the comment. I realized Santa was fake at 5.
I've been wrestling at 14.
That's a good one.
I figured out wrestling at
Man,
14. But yeah,
when did I learn that?
honorable mentions. I mean, I'd hate to
Feel
give him a
free.
second one, but it is probably Rock Hogan also. That was just such a battle of generations. It's another one where it's like the story over time, not necessarily the match itself.
I would say TLC.
If I could put a series of matches, it would be Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Uh,
Yeah, him when he beat pretty much all the Evolution in one night.
right? Yes, yes. It's like if I could put a series, it would be that the Bryan Danielson. Um, yeah, he beat an Evolution in one night. I thought one that was close, but it was just like I know this one is recency bias. Is Kofi Mania, Bryan versus Kofi.
I mean, that's a good one.
It was a good one, but I was like, I definitely feel like that one is just recency bias because Kofi Mania was real at the time. I mean, it's not as big as main event Jey Uso Mania, but Kofi Mania was big in that little couple month run. And him and like Brian was like the perfect opponent for uh Kofi to sell for.
Yeah,
Like if we're talking like purely in the match, like the emotions and pain on Kofi's face, like Brian was like the perfect opponent.
yeah. I mean, it was a great like those are the finals in the Elimination Chamber.
Yep. So it was very good. I really enjoyed that one. But yeah, I'd probably say that. That one might be more recency bias, but I have been thinking about that match a lot lately. Um, Off of just quick thought, Rock and Hogan. Um, I feel like was Flair's retirement at WrestleMania?
Yeah, Flair Michaels.
It's Flair Michaels, and yeah, I'd put that in there also as a honorable mention because I love you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I
It,
kind of
yeah, it's one of the most yeah iconic, one of the best moments that they've ever had. Um, yeah,
you
per
know when Cena gets number 17.
yeah. We'll have to see. That's the thing. I do think like I
And
think this match
the
will be
one,
very good. Do you think any match of the matches that have been announced, do you think any match here has a chance?
I mean, honest, I do think if Cena beats Cody,
If Cena beats Cody, you think that match has the strongest chance of going into the Hall of Fame?
yeah, because think about it, like Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion, yes, and so is John Cena, but like John Cena, all 16 titles are for one promotion.
Yeah.
Like that's already impressive enough, and they do it 17 times for one promotion against a guy like Cody who like has like that rich family heritage. And like I mean, John Cena was a guy who wasn't supposed to make it, and like literally killed it. He's a guy wearing jorts and like basketball shoes. He ain't wearing no wrestling gear. He's dressed up like a yarder.
Yep, yep. This is like what he say.
Uh,
Like, I don't dress like y'all dress like me.
Yeah. So like I mean, and like Cena already has a Hall of Fame career. So like I feel like number 17, if it was at Mania, would be a big could be a like a 1 day contender.
Yeah, it could definitely be a one day contender. Um, because yeah, I was gonna say the Punk Cena where Punk leaves, that was SummerSlam, right?
Yep.
That was SummerSlam.
I mean I don't feel like it just has to be Mania though.
I
I
mean,
feel
yeah, it
because
doesn't
like
have to be just Mania. I'd say that one probably has a good chance.
yeah, like that one, Mankind versus fucking Taker, Hell in a
Yeah,
Cell.
Mankind versus Taker, Hell in a Cell. Yeah, I don't know why we was picking Mania matches.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's what I'm
one.
saying. Like, it doesn't have to be Mania. Like, just look at like Edge, Hardy, Dudley's, and Edge,
Yeah,
Hardy's, and
Yeah,
everybody.
TLC. One of them is definitely going to make it in.
Yeah,
I want to say it's that second Money in the Bank match.
the one that RVD won.
I think so. I always get the
Yeah.
like that's like the TLC like that's these are the ones that I feel like make it hard. TLC and Money in the Bank. The first two I always confuse.
I mean, the first one because of how innovative it is,
It's on
that turned
pay-per-view.
into a pay-per-view be a contender.
Might be a contender, but I think when it comes out to it, I think I prefer the first TLC to the second, and I prefer the second Money in the Bank match to the first.
Yeah. I mean, even then, like I think RVD was the second winner,
Yeah.
and then RVD cashed it in at one night stand.
And yeah. Actually that when I say at Cena RVD also would be a good contender.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start thinking about it a little bit. But yeah, it's like I'm excited. I'm happy that they're doing this like the UFC and starting to induct, matches into the Hall of Fame. I think it's probably way overdue, really.
I mean, isn't this the first match that he's ever get inducted?
Yeah, this is the first time they're doing it. So
So is that it for the Hall of Fame class then?
I feel like it is.
Did they not get a celebrity?
Oh, I guess they didn't get a celebrity. So I mean, I guess they got because it's not this week, but next week is WrestleMania. So I mean, they got a
Yeah,
couple they could do.
not this Saturday, next Saturday.
Yeah, yeah, next Saturday. So I mean, they got a little time.
I got like a week and a half.
Yeah, but I feel like they would announce it probably by this weekend.
Bro, speaking of stuff, did you see GCW's like Bloodsport? It's like damn near WWE presents it.
Yeah, a lot of, like which is interesting. I'm excited for, Natty Miyu. I'm excited for the Natty World Tour. Um, but yeah, it's crazy to see WWE working with GCW so closely.
Yeah. And I was like, I didn't realize how many people are doing it.
Yeah. And I
And
don't
not just
think I think it's interesting because I don't think it's been a like big dog pushing on the little indie company because I'm pretty sure Hobie from American Made lost his debut one.
did he?
I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. I was about to say, it makes you wonder, like, how, like, is it just gonna be a dominated WWE sweep or like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was because I was thinking like obviously you would think that, but no, I'm pretty sure. God, why can't I remember their name? I like them. Who's an American Made?
Uh,
Ivy Nile and Brutus, but the other one.
what's the other one?
The Creed brothers, yes, but who? Julius. Julius.
Julius Creed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lost his Bloodsport debut.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting show to see.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. And then yeah, it is crazy to see. It's like God, they're just, and it seems to be like that's the only indie like show they can do. I mean, they've made like the exceptions that they've made have been, they still have that kind of working relationship with Noah. Because they've been, they sent Shinsuke, they sent AJ over there. Um, they sent Tavion Heights over there. But it's just like
Yeah,
it's just Noah and then GCW Bloodsport. It's so random to me.
I mean, maybe with Bloodsport's like maybe it's somewhat maybe it's like or it's somewhat tame, like they know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's so weird because it's so different from the product that they produce. Like with Tavion and Oma go and almost going to Noah, you clearly know that was a learning excursion.
Yeah, and
Like
what about Briggs too?
yeah, yeah, like yeah, and Briggs, like that was for learning. That was a learning excursion.
Yeah,
Like with the names that they've had, I feel like it's not a learning excursion when they do Bloodsport. It's just like maybe it's just one of those things where like, hey, yeah, go ahead and get this out of your system.
Yeah, go out, have some fun. Like, I mean, go represent. There'll probably be a few of them. Like probably a lot of the NXT ones or like the newer, like not
Yeah,
as well established ones might be taking L's.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It's interesting.
I mean, obviously there's some type of deal there, some type of like partnership there because they're doing the whole WWE ID tournament there as well.
well, yeah, yeah. They're doing the ID tournament through them in FSW.
Yeah,
So it's and yeah, and then yeah, I mean with FSW they let their guys go for the Chris Bay benefit.
yeah,
So very interesting places just to see where WWE is nowadays. It's very interesting. It's with trips and like I said, like when it comes to the wrestling and it's actually good. Like the things that they put on TV and are letting their stars do, it's good. It's just sometimes how they structure it is just very hard to watch.
yeah, yeah. Like the commercial, too many commercials and way too many like played out where you know it's coming. Like
Yeah,
promo commercial.
promo commercial. And like I said, I've never been a fan of starting every show with a 20-minute promo. Never been a fan of it.
It's not bad, like especially like if it's like Mania week and going into a big thing, like I get it, but like it is nice to start off a show with an actual match and be like, oh, we're starting off hot.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I like. It
I
doesn't.
guess in their defense, though, maybe for us who are not watching, they do start off the regular crowd with like a dark match usually.
Yeah, yeah. They start to really crowd off with a dark match to get them hot. I mean, I mean, I can't remember who said it, but it was WWE rewards you for being a new viewer. They give you a lot of things to like grab your attention very quickly, so that you're not,
Yeah.
stuck seeing something too quick. Or
Well,
like,
it's like if you watch the background, like especially like with the Wyatt Six coming through and all that, you like
yeah,
there's always Easter eggs.
yeah. They reward you for being a first time or new viewer, but it's yeah, not so much for very rarely for long time viewers. Like I said, the Cody Roman, that is probably like the biggest payoff of being a long time wrestling viewer that they've put together. But few and far between.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Why don't we talk about what you got coming up this week? If you can talk about any of the things you got coming up this week.
Well, like I mean, ain't nothing big. Just got CJ's bachelor party. We're
Yeah,
going out to the Wisconsin Dells. Like I guess we got Airbnb. I'll be like CJ, myself, Chucky Bates, Gunnar Wicks, Armando Alvarez, and Jack Sirius. So pretty much a wrestling trip,
yep,
minus the wrestling.
yeah. Mine is wrestling, but still touching each other.
Exactly. Armando Alvarez. There might be five beds in the house. We still share one.
And yep.
I'm call you Doc.
Yeah, that should be fun. Got nothing really planned. My dad is coming for the weekend. He'll be here for a little bit, but no harsh plans. But hey,
Where's your dad coming from?
he's coming from Arizona.
Oh, he's coming from nice weather too.
Yeah.
Hit or miss weather.
Yeah, the interviews. It looks like it's supposed to be like low 50s. I'll tell him to bring a decent jacket. Uh,
Yeah.
but with that, I think maybe it's time we take it home. So, Zach, any final thoughts or questions?
No, I don't got nothing.
For me, be sure to follow us on all the social medias. Be on the lookout for Perch, slinging that Celebrate Pro Wrestling in the parking lot. Um, Let us know down at the bottom what matches you would want to see inducted into the Hall of Fame. And with that, this has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. One.